Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new sponsor of the show, Prize Picks, the king of daily fantasy sports, the most fun and exciting way to play the game. You can turn $10 into $1,000. You can turn 50 into 500. All you got to do is have a little bit of knowledge of your sport, and it's super easy to play. All you got to do is select 2 to 6 players and choose more or less on their projected stats. For example, I know how the Cowboys offense works, so if I see Dak Prescott passing yards, I'm going to always pick more. If I see Ezekiel Elliott rushing yards, I'm always going to pick less. And I've been beating Prize Picks upside the head with MMA and basketball all off season. So if y'all gonna be playing during football season, I'm gonna be playing with you. Prize Picks has a cheat code for the month of September. They have Caleb Williams projected to throw for 0.5 yards, more or less. Y'all know Caleb Williams gonna throw for more than 0.5 yards. So if he gets at least 1 yard in the game, that's a win for you. How about this? I want you to go to prizepicks.com/Voch or just use code Voch, VOCH Voch. And let's just say that you deposit $10. If you play 5 in your first game, you get 50 instantly, whether you win or lose. That is code Voch, VOCH Voch. You play 5 and you get 50 instantly. Shouts out to Prize Picks, the leader in daily fantasy sports. Go win some money, y'all. We are finally back. We good to go. We back at it again. It's been a long process, a long, lengthy process. And, you know, as a Cowboy fan, one thing that I just hate to hear, one thing that goes in one ear and goes out the other, because I can't stand it lingering in my brain too much, is when Jerry Jones says, well, guys, deadlines make deals. Deadlines make deals. We play in a couple hours, dog. We play in a couple. Hey, we play in a couple hours, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't want the deadline to get that close. Sometimes you don't want the deadline of the deal to get that damn close. But we here. We was an inch away from panicking about this season. We was an inch away from having to hear all the talking heads. Well, does Jerry Jones really want a franchise quarterback? Does Dak Prescott really want to be in Dallas? Should the Oakland Raiders court Dak Prescott to come and play quarterback for them? No.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time.
I think it's nonsensical. And look, we about to celebrate in a second, you know what I mean? And then we got a game to play, you know what I mean? So we may be previewing that. But listen, you guys, everybody coming in, welcome in, by the way.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
I literally think it's nonsensical that we live in this world, in the National Football League, in this sport that's driven by quarterback. Quarterback is the most important position in football. Look, as an Eagle fan say that they happy Dak getting paid. You a goddamn lie. No, that's the wrong button. You a lie. No. You a lie. You a lie. No, you are not. You're not. The Cowboys beat the shit out of the Eagles consistently. You're a lie, sir. Don't come in my chat lying. There should not be an Eagles fan happy about this. There should not be a Giants fan happy about this. There should not be a Washington Football Wizard fan happy about this, because Dak Prescott puts hands on y'all children routinely. Don't come in my stream lying. I dare you to come in my stream lying. I refuse. There's no way you're thrilled about somebody that's constantly beating the hell out you. There's no way you're thrilled about your particular boogeyman staying in your damn division. You ain't got a lot of me. Ladies and gentlemen, the deal got done. I'm not here for all the Jerry Jones theatrics. Well, sometimes Trey's gonna be competing, and Cooper Rush is gonna be involved in the quarterback competition as well. And listen, dog, I'm not here for it, bro. If you're a Dak Prescott critic or detractor, you just simply lose again. If you're a Dak Prescott critic or detractor, you simply lose again. You always wait for this new savior. Oh, Dak's going to leave. We're going to get a new quarterback. Oh, Cooper Rush is going to save us. Andy Dalton's going to save us. Matt Castle is going to save us. Trey Lance is going to save us. Bro, just chill out, man. This is the quarterback market. I don't want to hear nobody in the chat, and I know it's going to be the case, but it is what it is. I don't want to hear nobody in the chat saying that Dak Prescott was overpaid. This is simply the market for a quarterback. This is simply the market for quarterback. This is how this goes. You pay a quarterback ridiculous money, and you may be sick of it for about a week or so. You may be upset for about a week or so. But then when all these new quarterbacks start getting their bread, when Joe Burrow start knocking on the door, you know what I mean? And some of these other guys, they want their stuff restructured. Pat's gonna want like a restructure or something. Josh Allen's probably gonna want a restructure or something. And then your new quarterbacks are gonna come to the door. In about a year or so, Dak Prescott will be like the 8th paid quarterback in the world. This just is what it is. This is simply just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a big ass number. Let me be fair to y'all. This is a big ass number, but chat, what are we gonna do about this humongous ass number? All we got to do is just wait it out. And if we wait it out, then that number looks a little bit better on paper. Okay. Now let me pull up this tweet because I did find something interesting in Rappaport's version of the tweet. Now I got all kind of versions of the tweet. You know what I'm saying? Pelissero dropped one and all these other characters, but the Rappaport one had a little bit more information for us to kind of chew on this a little bit. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott have a deal. He gets a 4-year deal worth a record $240 million. That's 60 for the C students. That's 60 a year for the C students, but particularly with 231 million guaranteed. Now, I'm definitely no math major or anything like that. I'm particularly bad at math in general, right? But once you get past 3 years or so, that'll be like 180 million, right? So you'll still guarantee Dak another 50 something after that or whatever. Why not just guarantee Dak's whole contract? In my mind, right? Like if the contract's for 241 and 231 is guaranteed, just give him the whole 241. Who cares? It is what it is. Who cares? You're already that deep into it. It is what it is. But whatever, that's the number, 231 guaranteed, and he's here for the next 4 years. But I think this is important because this next 4 years is as good as Dak Prescott will ever be. This next 4 years will be the best football that Dak Prescott's ever played, because quarterbacks tend to get better right around this time in their life. Between 30 and 34, this is where quarterbacks typically play their best elite football. They cost money. But if they're healthy, this is where they play the most football. This is where they play their best football. Okay. If you look at Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, there's tons of examples of quarterbacks getting better around this age. So, hey, this is right on time. And just like I mentioned to you earlier, before you know it, Dak is going to be like the 5th, 6th, or 7th guy or whatever. So it is what it is. Also, too, I think something that's important to note, because I've been seeing it just in the chat box hanging around here. Just because Dak gets paid doesn't mean Micah doesn't get paid. Okay, just because Dak Prescott gets paid doesn't mean that Micah Parsons doesn't get paid. Like, salary cap's gonna change around. Somebody that's on the team now getting paid isn't gonna be there in the future. Micah's gonna get his money. But chat, let me just entertain you for a second. Even if it was a this or that situation, and you have the best pass rusher in the league, let's just call him. Let's just say you are one of those people that vouch for the idea that you would rather have Micah Parsons than Dak Prescott. And you want to make the Dallas Cowboys a team with the best pass rusher in the league and no quarterback. Then you're the Raiders.
Did you hear what I said?
You got Khalil Mack, or you got Max Crosby or something like that. But if you ain't got no quarterback, Khalil Mack and Max Crosby doesn't mean a thing. Myles Garrett has been one of the best pass rushers in the league for a long time. But if you ain't got no quarterback, it don't matter. The Browns just not going to be good. Brian Burns, one of the better pass rushers in the league. Brian Burns, he played for Carolina. Carolina ain't got a quarterback. That team just ain't going to be good. That team just ain't going to be good. Too many scars, BR says. You can replace quarterback. Harder to replace a good defense.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
Yeah, you can replace a quarterback, but that don't mean the quarterback gonna be good, or that don't mean the quarterback's gonna be as good as the guy that you got. Man, I'm not gonna sit up here and have quarterback debates after Dak Prescott that just got paid for 4 more years. I'm not finna sit up here and do this. Just because you got a first round pick doesn't guarantee quarterback gonna be good. Ask the Daniel Joneses and Mac Joneses and Justin Fields and Trey Lances and Zach Wilsons of the world. Just because you got a quarterback don't mean your quarterback is going to be good or your quarterback is going to be, taking your team to any kind of relevance. Even if you take a first overall pick like, Trevor Lawrence, that's still not guaranteeing Trevor Lawrence is going to be better than Dak Prescott. And I can make the argument that if Trevor Lawrence was the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, Cowboy fans would be saying the same shit about Trevor Lawrence that they say about Dak Prescott. You're not doing nothing in the postseason or whatever. You're not. So, I mean, there is a faction of Cowboy fans that you can't tell them water wet. You can't tell them grits is grocery, right? You could talk all this about Dak Prescott and they'll say, oh, Dak Prescott's not a good quarterback. They just hand out all pros and MVP votes. They just hand those out. You call me delusional all you want to, but once upon a time, you was probably hoping Cooper Rush would come out here and change your culture. It is what it is, player. But yeah, man, what else we got? Owner Jerry Jones and agent Todd France and his team at Athletes First close it out. The NFL's biggest question answer. I don't think this is really a question, man. I think like you really can't mess around with like quarterbacks like that. Quarterbacks are going to get paid. Now you could choose whether or not you pay your defensive tackles. You can choose whether or not you pay like linebackers or something like that. But bro, quarterbacks getting paid. I hate that it even had to come this far. Now y'all already know the internet gonna go crazy if Dak go out there and lose today. The Cowboys go out there and lose today. Y'all already know the internet's gonna go crazy. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. What are we gonna do here? There's a 3% chance your first round pick will take your team to the Super Bowl. You have a 78% chance that he could be a bust. And for sure, if you just look around the league and see all these teams that are drafting quarterbacks and trying to find quarterbacks to possibly change their culture, they can't find those guys. You have a quarterback that puts you in the playoffs every single year. I'll be fair and say that once you get to the actual playoffs, it's a whole nother conversation. Look, I could be fair and offer you that. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and be that goofy about it, right? Like Dak hasn't been the most successful quarterback in the postseason for sure. But a lot of y'all goofy ass will hop up here and be like, hey, give me Justin Herbert. And Justin Herbert has done much less than Dak in the postseason. So when you're looking for a quarterback, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you're looking for? It's probably 3 or 4 quarterbacks that got better postseason numbers than Dak Prescott. Maybe 3 or 4. And I would have to Google Lamar Jackson's numbers. I would have to figure him out to make him, possibly 5 or 6. I'm just not positive at the time. But besides that, bro, like, where's all the franchise quarterbacks then? Where the hell? Wait a minute. I wish I could find a person's name who was saying this shit. Where do they keep them? What aisle in Walmart do they keep the franchise quarterbacks? Too many scars, man. Man, at the end of the season, I would love to see this guy's energy. Well, of course, okay, sure, if you want to play hindsight games or whatever. But let me ask you, too many scars, BR. Where the hell the franchise quarterbacks at? If there's so many of them, where they at? Take out Lamb and Dak ain't doing jack. I ain't finna look at this person's comments anymore. Let me look and see what Tom Pelissero said. He says, here we go. I got a hill button. That bit over here somewhere.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. The Cowboys and star Dak Prescott are finalizing a record-breaking 4-year, $240 million contract extension before today's opener. I don't think I've ever seen somebody get paid like this close to the regular season. I don't think I've seen anybody get paid this close to the regular season. I don't think I've ever seen that. You say got him. No, sir. Dak Prescott was good before Lamb got there. Is you goofy? Is you silly? Dak Prescott didn't made careers. Dak Prescott didn't made people money. He was great before CeeDee Lamb. You kidding me? Todd France of Athletes First. So he signed through 2020. Him and CeeDee kind of in that same little, length or whatever, right? So they're gonna come back to the table at the same time. CD's probably gonna make a little bit more money, but this might be Dak's last. This definitely is. This is definitely Dak's last time getting big ass money. So hopefully in 2028 y'all will be out here fussing or something like that or whatever. Here we go. And this is what I'm most surprised by, man. It's the Eagles fans, right? Eagles win even on a non-game. The Eagle fans really think that Dak Prescott don't beat them. Eagle fans really feel like Dak Prescott don't go out there and smack the hell out them. I don't know. That's pretty much what we've been seeing already. And yeah, that's just me searching Dak Prescott on the internet. But yeah, chat. Let me chow for a little bit. Where we at? 17 minutes. Cool. Let me make a poll real quick. Oh, the poll's done. Y'all been on the poll already. Cool. I'll pin it to the top. Are y'all cool with this deal? Are y'all all right with this? 4 years, 260 million, 251 guaranteed. Are y'all cool with that deal? I never understood Cowboy fans wanting to get rid of Dak. Like you're saying, who are we gonna replace him with next season? Next season, Purdy will get paid 65, and this contract won't matter. And look, Purdy getting 65. There's a lot of people that's way smarter than me in football that think Brock Purdy phony. Now we'll have to see. We'll have to see what that looks like in the long run. But yeah, no, Purdy gonna come to the table and he's gonna get more money. Jalen Hurts may come back to the table and get more money. Dak is gonna fall way down that list. This is just this is what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. There's no room to negotiate quarterback stuff, right? For example, Deshaun Watson, right? Now, the Watson contract a little goofy because he's terrible. And it's fully guaranteed, and he makes 70-something million. Look, Deshaun Watson makes 70-something $million next year. Deshaun Watson makes $72 million next year. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, would you rather pay Dak 60 or Deshaun Watson 72? Actually, now that I think about it, it just, crossed my brain a little bit. You actually create more salary cap room for yourself. In these past two signings, Dak and Lamb, you actually save yourself some money in the first 2 years of the contract. So when you hear people talking about signing, signing Micah, or can we sign Micah, or Micah's gone and all this kind of stuff, you actually just made yourself some more money to go get them. Now you can, move numbers around. You can backload something, front load, or whatever you want to do with Micah's number. That's up for them to talk about and negotiate and all that kind of stuff. But you save cap money here. And of course, I would love for, Dallas to take this cap money and maybe sign somebody to a 1-year deal that can help us win right now. But just as of, we just signed a franchise quarterback. Does it hurt or does it hinder us? I just think it's a goofy question. I just think it's a goofy question. And Kendrick Lamar is doing the halftime show. Look, I'm going to be on Bleacher Report talking about sports, but I may hop on YouTube later and just talk about K-Dot in the year that he's having. Yeah, Kendrick doing the Super Bowl show. That's kind of crazy, but whatever. Back to this though. So going into the Browns game today, right? We know that the Browns got a top tier defense and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Cool. But we're going against, Deshaun Watson and his offense that had to be carried by, Flacco and all this kind of stuff at the end of the season. And, luckily for us, we're not wishing injury on anybody, but nobody's going to feel bad for you. Nobody feels bad that the Browns don't have to play against, Bland today. So we're not going to feel bad that we don't have to play against Nick Chubb or anything like that. So the Cowboys defense, we've been waiting on what that run game test is going to look like. All right, cool. We may get a piece of the run game test today, but at least we avoid having to go against Nick Chubb. So shouts out to him. I don't even want to see him. I don't even want to know what he's looking like today. I don't even want Nick Chubb on the sideline. Kendrick dropping his news right after right after the damn Dak and Tyreek Hill and Justin Fields news is ridiculous. Chat, y'all got any questions before we get up out of here? Chat, do y'all have any questions before we get up out of here? There's 63%, and you know what? I think this is what real life is, right? 63% of people said that they're fine with the deal. I think that's what life is for real. I think the majority of people think rationally, and that there's a loud minority of people that makes the minority sound much louder than what it really is. You know what I mean? Who should the Cowboys sign next or extend next? I would love for Oso Digizua to go ahead and go to the table and not ask for top tier tackle money. I would love for Oso to get his bread. I would love for Trey Lance to sign an extension making less money. Because look, Trey Lance making a lot of money right now, but I would love for Trey Lance to be around, but at much less money. I think Lamb is going to get his money. Not Lamb. Mike is going to get his money regardless. And I think the Cowboys are going to, wheel and deal signing guys and bringing in new guys and trading for guys with the idea that they can't go over the Micah Parsons number. So if you ask me, honestly, if Bland was healthy, I would have loved for Bland to sign like a friendly deal that's, because he's not going to get like best corner in the league, money or anything like that. I would love to get Bland some middle of the road money. I would love to get Osa some middle of the road money. And Gavin says, what about Tyler? Tyler got this is third year. He got another year and a fifth year option to play on. So, it's a little early for Tyler. The reason why I said Bland, because I think ultimately Bland will be further down the list of guys to be signed at corner or whatever, right? When Bland signs, he may be the 10th best corner, the 12th best corner or something like that. Tyler Smith might be the best guard on the market when he signs. You see what I'm saying? So the Cowboys, they probably gonna wait around on Tyler Smith. They gonna push that deal to preseason week 1 also, and try to make that last a little later. But yeah, those are some guys I would love for the Cowboys to re-sign. What about Brandon Cooks? I don't think Brandon Cooks will be back next year. I think Tober, Flournoy, and Brooks are gonna take over, and the Cowboys may draft like another guy to be a main guy. But I don't think those guys get extended. Should the Cowboys get rid of Cooks and draft a receiver? They'll probably move on from Cooks and draft a receiver. But it depends on what Tolbert, Flournoy, and Brooks look like. Maybe the Cowboys decide to just go with a wide receiver 1, a tight end 1, Jake Ferguson. Jake getting some money soon. Jake got one more year after this. And just kind of have like complimentary receivers here and there. But if it was up to me, I would love for the Cowboys go and get another receiver. The Raiders probably would have paid $65 million for Dak, so it's not that crazy of a deal because the Raiders are not goofy as hell like some Cowboy fans, and the Raiders got Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell throwing the football for him. So of course the Raiders would pay $65 million for the quarterback that just finished second in the MVP voting. Of course they would. It's only goofy Cowboy fans that's out here hating on Dak Prescott. And goofy Eagle fans, of course, but that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Eagle fans supposed to come out here and lie and posture and look crazy. Like that's their job. That's their job. But ask like a Buccaneer fan. Ask a Seahawks fan that's sick of Geno. Ask a Panthers fan that don't want to deal with like Bryce Young or something. Ask a Giants fan that's sick of Daniel Jones. Ask a Vikings fan who ain't got a quarterback. A Vikings fan will smack the shit out of Too Many Scars BR in his face. Playing around with Dak Prescott. Is you kidding me? Anyway, hey man, it's game day, bro. Love y'all to pieces. Had to put this quick little hit out. Love y'all for coming through. Bleach Report is going to make their platform a lot more friendly to live streams. You know what I'm saying? Too Many Scars said, love the shout out. Love you too, but I appreciate you for being here because Bleacher Report dropping a big ass bag of money for chat engagement and all that. So I love that you're here. I love that you're commenting. I love that your comments on the screen. I love that the last two letters of your name is BR, motherfuckers. We all getting benefits here. Shouts out to you. And yeah, if y'all and you stay for the whole stream too, man. Come on, dog. Give me a big ass hug, bro. Love y'all to pieces, man. Hit follow if y'all like my content. If not, I mean, I appreciate you. Love y'all too. And hey, tap into Bleach Report, man. Bleach Report doing great things out here for your local live streamer. We sound like small businesses, or we sound like rappers that sell mixtapes out their trunk. Like that's what streamers are nowadays, right? We just the underground. We not on the big networks or whatever. And big shout out to BR, man. BR is definitely holding us down in that way, and they are putting on by employing some of your favorite sports streamers. So